Happy Saturday. It's DNA. We got you one more time. First and foremost, let me put a pause on this. I just want to take a second to acknowledge and pay my respects and condolences to a legend who we lost yesterday. Muhammad Ali passed, and I mean, he was a huge influence, on the world. A lot of times that word icon is thrown around, but that man was truly an icon. And at 74 years old, after battling Parkinson's disease for 30 plus years, he finally went on and he didn't go on to glory. So I just want to express my condolences, to his family, and just let it be known that we did appreciate him, and we do appreciate the legacy that he left. So.
Yeah, I think about my grandfather always talking about him. My father and grandfather always got together talking about boxing, and he was one of the people top that they always talked about. So,
exactly. Self-proclaimed greatest, and he fulfilled that. So,
yep.
Condolences to his family, and he will be missed. Now, on the subject matter, DNA's opinion today, we will be talking about.
He's gonna look at me. One of the subjects is why is sex a sin? Or why do we call it a sin? It's not that sex is a sin, except for to certain groups, cults, organizations. Okay, why do we think sex is a sin? And why do we call sex a sin? Why is sin? But today is why is sex called a sin? The act of sex, unless it's with two consenting married adults. And
wait. Why they gotta be married?
Yeah, because that's what the Bible says, or whatever book you reading that's in there. It's always saying. Married, gotta be married. Let's be married. Then it's no longer a sin. But to me, I don't think it has anything to do with that piece of paper, because you got people that are married, and it may be the wife that does not want to have sex with him. Like this may be her first time having sex, and she didn't like it. He could have been too big, too rough, whatever it is. She had never had sex before. Now she doesn't like having sex. She thought this would be a beautiful thing. She got married, saved herself for her husband, and then they got together in the bed or wherever they got together and finally decided to have sex. And he might have been bigger than she could handle. Even if after years of being together, she just don't like sex. And it's because she didn't experience it the right way, or because he wasn't gentle enough, or whatever it is. Doesn't that become the sin? That she has to suffer, have sex with her husband whether she wants to or not? Isn't that the sin? Shouldn't that be the sin, not the sex itself?
No, wait a minute. To play the devil's advocate, understand that if you're married and your wife don't want to have sex with you for whatever reason, then does that mean you get a pass to go out and get sex from someplace else?
Okay, let me back it up a little bit. Because I didn't say he wasn't having sex with her. He's still having sex with her. That's why she doesn't want to have sex, because that's why I'm saying it's a sin. It should not be the sin. She doesn't want to have sex, but because she's married to him, she has to have sex with him.
So she feels obligated.
Right.
So she's not doing it out of the love and the pleasure and the enjoyment. Right. She's doing it out of what she feels is her marital responsibility.
Right.
And should that
be the sin
within itself be a sin? Well, you have freedom of choice.
No.
Yeah, you do.
You do, but you don't.
No, see, if your wife don't want to have sex with you, that, or your husband for that matter, that is grounds for divorce.
Is that a sin?
Is it a sin? I don't know. I don't make the laws. You know, them people make the laws.
But what I'm saying, isn't that a sin too? Because they say even if your husband were to die, you're supposed to be a widow for the rest of your life or something.
Who said that?
Ain't that in the Bible?
Okay.
You're supposed to never marry again or something. Or you're supposed to take his brother or something.
Well, if that's the case, I'm going to hell with gasoline drawers on because I've been married twice. You know, and I mean, I'm all but married now. You know,
I
so.
don't think that this. Okay, just 1 second. We'll be back.
Hey, we're back. Yeah. Is an obligation because a marriage is like a contract.
It
You
is
know.
a contract because you have to
Yeah,
sign this paper.
Yeah, and there's certain things that you're supposed to adhere to within
The laws of that land.
the sanctity of that marriage.
The laws of the land.
Okay. Now, here's a question. Speaking of sin and sex and marriage, if a woman or a man don't want to have sex and the other one does, and they kind of take it, is that rape?
Yes.
It is.
Whether you're married or not, yes. It's just rape within the marriage. That's all. She don't want to tell, or it's still
Okay.
rape.
So you might mess around and don't get a Lorena Bobby. In other words. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, sex is an important part of any relationship
Yes, it is.
because sex is different for men than it is for women.
Who says?
I'm a man. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, I'm a woman. It's a myth.
Women. Well, a lot of women get emotionally attached. You understand? And for women, for a woman to give herself to you is the most precious asset that she has. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
It's you can't get no closer than that. Physically.
Heaven.
You can't get no closer than that. Physically, you can't get no closer. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because literally the man is inside the woman. You know, and y'all, she's around him, he's inside her. Y'all know the demographics, how this goes. And where men, on the other hand, you know, because women, you know, it's more emotional attachment. You know, woo, that look.
Just listening.
Anyway, with men tend to, you know, go around and get this one and get that one and get this, you know.
Men have emotional attachments too.
Yeah.
That's why this is cool. Because you all might hop from this one to this one because you think with this one sometimes, but y'all get attached.
Yeah.
So don't start talking about what women do and we sold this.
That's why you keep your side chick, then your other side chick, and your other side chick.
So what happens when we keep a dude on the side?
Oh, then you're a hooker.
I don't care what you call it. I'm still gonna get mine. If you're gonna get yours, I'm gonna get mine. The thing is, you make it a sin when you start talking about like that.
It's
You're
society.
Down on it.
And somebody somewhere one day said, a guy with 100 girls is a hero. A girl with 100 guys is a zero.
Because no man wants to ever see his
And
woman
that floated.
with another man. Even if it ain't his woman, in his mind, that was gonna be his. And and now she done been with so and so, and then found out she was with so and so. So now she messed up. Ain't never, you know. Oh, what makes you think a woman wants a man that's been with a bunch of women? Because they do it anyway. Because you've seen this. Most of the time we don't know. Or whatever. Most of the time we don't know that he's been with all these women until they start showing up. He ain't no good. I've been with him. I was with him last night. I was in a relationship with a guy, and a woman came up to me and said,
You specified it. You said with a guy, because in this day and age, you
Right.
you gotta make sure you.
Well, and this woman came up to me and she was saying, that she got a Valentine's Day gift from him, and did I get the same thing? And she told me what it was.
What wasn't that special?
And I told her, I said, yeah, I got that.
Oh, what? See, he's generous. He
My
likes
thing
to share.
is, she was trying to upset me.
Yeah.
I was raised by a man. She couldn't get me. I said, oh, that's nice. And the thing was, he was inside. And I swear he knew we were talking.
Oh, he seen.
He didn't want to come out yet.
He wasn't coming out there. It was hot out there.
But it didn't matter. When he finally came out, it's me he left with.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's because she started, da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, she didn't want it?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I just let her talk. Because sometimes you got to get it out your chest.
Yeah.
That you was used. That he, he brought you some stuff and you gave him some stuff and he went back home.
Oh.
Home. I was home. Now, my thing is, why get upset with her? You already see in this scenario that she knows about you, which means she has the problem because she shouldn't have been with you in the first place. We had this little talk before about women being with men who know they have somebody. You just got played. You got your feelings hurt. Some of feelings with women. She shouldn't have never slept with him in the first place because he had somebody already. Now he probably got 3, 4 women out there, but I don't know nothing about him. I know nothing about him. Just that one that came to me, decided she wanted to tell everything, and I let her speak. I mean, you go say what you need to say because you probably need to get it off. What you probably thought was I was like you and we was gonna be fighting. I don't fight women over no man. I'm not gonna. I already let her know, Jim, I'm not fighting you over no man.
There's more than one of us.
Right. So I could drop him. You can have him.
Yeah.
If that's the case, if he want to be with you. But when he came out, it was me he walked out with. He walked on with. And we left him, And it ain't like we got in my car and we used my money. We got in his car and we went on. She was still standing there looking stupid.
Oh.
Now, he might have the next day probably said, I had to get her home, we don't do that kind of stuff. She's real smooth, she's real nice, he can say whatever he wants to say to her. It's her to believe it. She has to believe what he said. After the little situation, she should have said, don't you call me no more. But she probably let him in. And when you were saying this, that's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?